Hello retirees, this is Steve Thurman with Medigap Tennessee, and this is the AON Claim Reimbursement instructional video that I've been telling you about. I'm going to be going through the entire claim and reimbursement process with my own mother live on my computer screen, and I'm going to record my computer screen so you'll be able to see every little step and click that I make on my computer screen, so you can simply watch this video and repeat the same process by logging into your AON client portal, if you will, and going through these exact same steps on your own. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this underway. If you are not an SDA retiree, but you are using AON and need instructions on filing a claim, this would be a good instructional video for you as well. So feel free to reference this while you are maybe with a different organization that's going through AON. I would imagine the claim and reimbursement process is the same. So this video is for individuals that have gone outside of AON for their Medigap plan needs or some other medical product needs and have to file a claim with AON to get reimbursed. So if this video is helpful to you, then feel free to reference it and use it at any time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. There's a few items that you're going to need to procure and have handy before you actually start this claim process. One of those items is the statement sheets or schedule sheets or schedule pages from your actual Medigap policy. Now, most policies will have all the information available to you in the first few pages. Some may have it on just one page, but in essence, you're looking for the page or pages in your policy that have your name, address, your policy number, your plan number, your plan type, whether it's a Plan F, Plan G, Plan N, etc. What you are paying for that plan for the month, quarter, semi-annual, or the year. How you paid for it, bank draft, direct bill, or credit card, and what the coverage dates are. In other words, when it started, which would have been January 1st, to when it ends. If you paid annually, it's January 1 to December 31st of 2017. If you paid monthly, obviously it's just for the month of January. So again, you want to procure the pages here in your policy that reflect these different items. Again, we're proving to AON that you've gone outside of the, AON for your Medigap plan needs, and we need to show them proof that you've procured the policy, that it's underway, and that you've paid for it. The second item you'll need to procure is a bank statement or credit card statement that reflects the charges and the premiums that you've already paid for. Whether it's monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or annual, you need to also provide that proof that you've actually paid for your premiums either in part or in full for the year. So gather those items together. I'm just going to show you here what my mother's looks like. So let's go ahead and pull up some of these documents for you to see. I'm going to go ahead and minimize the video here, and you'll be able to see exactly the documents that I'm talking about. So Exhibit A, if you will. This is my mother's policy with Medico. We ended up going with a Plan F for her with Medico. Unfortunately, she was in the middle of having both of her knees replaced, and the Plan G was not an option for her because of that. Since she had surgery scheduled, she was not able to pass underwriting guidelines for a Plan G. So we went with the Plan F guaranteed issue for her. So she got the Plan F, no questions asked under that guaranteed issue provision. So here is one of the pages that I've taken from her Medico Plan F policy. Notice you can't see it here. I've blocked it out, but that is her name and her address, her pertinent information right here at the top. The application number right here, which is also her policy number, and the plan type, which is F right there, her plan. And it simply says, we're pleased to include the insurance plan. After carefully considering your application, we've issued your coverage as follows. And it's just got information here on her policy. Let's jump down here to the second page. Again, her pertinent information, name, address, etc. Right here it shows how she paid for it via bank draft. They drafted this out of her checking account. And again, it says a little more information here on her policy and how she is paying for it. Let's go down here to page 3. This is the policy schedule. This is an important page here, and if you can find this in your policy, this will be good to include with your documents that you're going to be filing your claim with. Policy schedule, again, it's got the policy number here, the policy type, Plan F right there you can see, her pertinent information, the policy premiums, annual pre-authorized check, that means essentially a bank draft, they drafted that out of her account, and the cost of her policy for the year, $1,559.97. That is her premium for the year with Medico, this Medico Plan F. The policy date, that's when it starts right there. The first renewal date, again, when it starts. The total first premium, that shows that she paid it in full. The age at issue, my mother was 71 at issue. I made a mistake in my first video saying that she was 72, and she was very quick to correct me. So my mother just turned 71 on Christmas Eve. So the first policy anniversary, this is when the policy will be due once again on January 1st of 2018. So the policy schedule, this is a very important piece of the documents that you need to submit. Let's go on down here to page 4. And this is her bank statement. And again, I've blocked a lot of her personal information out here just for her privacy. But you can see here that she banks at Regions. Her account number is right here. And it's got some basic information on her account. Her statement, the draft actually came out of her account on January the 4th. And so the only statement that I could pull is the statement from December, which didn't reflect that draft. So what I did here was get a screenshot. You'll see here on the next page, I got a screenshot from her online bank account that does reflect the draft from her account. Again, a lot of her information here I blocked out for privacy reasons, but you can see here on January 4th that Medico Corporation premium debit right there, highlighted in bold letters, $1,559.97 is what they drafted out of her checking account, and this proves that that she will have that policy going forward. It shows here the transaction details, etc. Of paying that premium to Medico. So this should more than suffice as far as what she needs to send into Medico. I'm sorry, as far as what she needs to send into AON to get reimbursed. This should more than suffice. So if you can procure similar documents to these, whether it's a bank statement, your policy information, or a combination of the two, you want to give AON as much information as they need in order to get this claim and this reimbursement back to you as quickly as possible. The last thing you want is for them to say, oh, we're missing a document, or we need this, or we need that, and you have to go back and forth getting them documents. So I would err on the side of caution, and if you have any doubt, if it seems like a pertinent document or piece of information, go ahead and send it in with your claim. If you'll notice here, I've created a PDF file here. This is a PDF file. Many businesses and most institutions that do business use PDF files for various document purposes. So if you can create a PDF file, or when you download your bank statement, they usually have the option of giving you or downloading the bank statement in PDF file form. So that's great. If you scan your policy information through a scanner, try to save it as a PDF file. And then you can send either one complete file with multiple pages, or a couple of different PDF files. And when we get into the claim process here through AON, I'll show you exactly how. So, but a PDF file is the best way to curate, if you will, these documents into one file form that you will actually be uploading. Or if you do want it, you can actually fax in these documents as well, or snail mail them in to a physical address as well for reimbursement. Whatever's best for you, but I am going to be walking you through the actual uploading of these documents to the AON client reimbursement portal. So those are the documents here that I put together for Mom, and you should put something similar together for your claim process as well. So I'm just going to minimize this now, and we're going to pull up, we're going to go to the next step here. So next step here is to open up a web page, and I've already got a web browser opened up here to Google, and we are going to go here, and we're going to go to the web address of AON, which is retiree.aon.com. I'm sorry, that's retiree.aon.com/Adventist. You'll see right up here the web address. If you need to write that down or copy it down, feel free to do so. retiree.aon.com/Adventist. And that'll bring you right here. You'll see the AON Retiree Health Exchange logo. This is the Seventh-day Adventist Church logo. So this is specifically for you SDA retirees. Now, if you've already created an account before, it's very simple. You're just going to click here on this button and log into that account that you've already created. If this is your first time visiting this this portal, this client portal, if you will, you need to go ahead and create and set up your account. Now, you should have done this weeks, if not months ago, but if this is your first time and you've not set up an account before, go ahead and do so. Just follow the prompts, put in your name, date of birth, zip code, etc., and activate your account. But we're going to go ahead and go here through the process. Since I've already got an account created for Mom, we're going to go ahead and just log right in. So click on the login button right there. Go ahead and put in your username, password, and click on the login button right there. Once you are logged into your account, it's going to bring you to this page right here. You're going to go right up here to the top. You've got these different tabs up here at the top. You're going to go to the top and click here on My Account. Click right there on My Account. It's going to bring you to this page. The only tab you need to click on here is this $ where it says The HRA. View your HRA information. We're going to click right there. Please wait. We're going to go right over here to the middle of the page, right here towards the bottom. Manage my Adventist retirement account. We're going to click right here on this green bar. And it's going to pull up here, and if you'll notice here, this brings it to your spending account. Sharp EX, not sure what the EX stands for, but it shows you the available balance right here on the left-hand side. My mother, I thought my dad apparently was just a few months shy of being fully vested. He was just 2 months short of 35 years. So she was in category B at $1,464. So this is the entire amount that she'll be getting back each year from the North American Division, the $1,464. So the first thing we want to do here, once you get on this page, is you want to go here to on the right-hand side and click on the Edit Your Profile tab right here. Click on this Edit Your Profile tab, and we're going to put in her direct deposit information. I don't want them to send a check to my mom. That takes longer. It has to go through the mail. Mail gets lost, etc. I want them to directly deposit that reimbursement account right back into her Regions account that it came out of. So we have not set that up yet. You may have already set this up on your end, but I have not done this yet for my mother, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that as well. So if you've not done this, follow these steps closely. We're going to click here on Add. We're going to add my mother's banking information right here. So she banks at Regions Bank. Go down here to the next step down. Account type, we're going to choose checking. She had it drafted from her checking account, so we want it deposited back into her checking account. You'll notice here you can also choose savings, or if you have some type of other account, that's an option as well. But choose checking or savings wherever you want that money to go back into. We're going to put in here her routing information. That's pretty common public information. It's 064000017. I know the Regions bank account routing. I'm sorry, the bank routing number by heart. I've typed it in many times. So we're going to confirm that again. The account number, this is her personal information, so I'm going to block some of this out, but I'm going to add in her account number now at this time. So I'm going to just punch that in there. I've copied and pasted it, but you can just simply type yours in right there where it says account number and then confirm the account number. That's twice you're going to put that in. And then we're just going to save that really quick. So the request has been processed successfully. Nope, we do not want to save that password. The account summary, your profile. So we're good to go there. Let's go back here to the account summary and take a look at that. We're going to go back here to the edit profile and make sure that bank account is saved. And yes, it has. Direct deposit information, Regions Bank, checking, her routing number, and her account number. You can see the last four of her account number there. You could obviously change, add a different account, delete that account, etc. But this is the quickest way to get the funds back, is setting up a direct deposit scenario with them. So we're going to go back here to account summary. And now we're going to take the next step here. We're going to actually click on the Get Reimbursed tab here under the Take Action heading. We're going to click on Get Reimbursed. So click on that link right there. Choose how to spend. Choose how to send your recipients. Choose how to send your receipts or documentation. You're required to send us receipts or other documentation for all expenses to process your claim. Choose one method to send your documents. You can choose upload, which is what we are going to do. Or if you're old school, you can do the fax or mail it as well, whichever works for you. If you're looking at this video on a computer, then you should be able to choose the upload option. If you don't want to fool with curating and creating those PDF files with all of your documents, and you'd rather just fax all of the information in, you can choose this step as well. But we're going to do the upload documents option here because it is the fastest and quickest way for my mother to get reimbursed. So we're clicking on upload there. Enter expenses. You can enter up to 8 expenses. Choose add new expense if you have more expenses to enter. So the type of service, expense 1. We're going to get reimbursed here for my mother's premium. So this is what you're going to do if you're filing a claim here for your Medigap plan premium. You're going to choose the premium option. You'll notice here you've got several other options here, which you can file claims, folks, at any time. As long as you've got money in that HRA account, you can file a claim here with any of these options that are deemed claimable, if you will. These are approved expenses, but the premium is what we're doing right now. That's the bulk of the expense. That's that $1,500 plus that she's going to be getting reimbursed for. So we're going to click on premium right there, and then we're going to let that pop up. It comes here to not a different screen, but a similar screen, but new information that we have to put in once we chose that premium. Insurance provider. Again, we're going to go back here to the document and look at that insurance provider and see who that is. Let's see exactly how it bills here on Medico Corp Life Insurance Company. So we're going to put that full title in there. If you're with Thrivent, or if you're with Mutual of Omaha, or if you're with Cigna, or if you're with Combined, or American National, or Manhattan, or one of the many different providers out there that we worked with, put in here exactly the name of that insurance provider. For my mother, it's Medico Corp Life Insurance Company. It won't let me finish that. So we're going to put in there. Oh, I got a typo. So let's change that. There we go. Medico Corp Life Insurance Co. That's what we're going to go with as far as the insurance provider. The type of insurance, I guess, or it says premium here, the type of premium, that is going to be Medicare Medical. Okay, that is a medical premium there. Medicare Medical Premium. So we're going to choose that option right there. It's the best option here. It's not a Part B, because that would be your Part B premium, in which the GC, the North American Division, is continuing to cover for you. So the most obvious one here is the Medicare Medical Premium. Of course, if you've got some of these other premiums here, feel free to choose those as well. Prescription costs, vision costs, dental, etc. But we're going to do the Medicare Medical Premium reimbursement here. So the amount, we're going to go back here to my mother's charge from her bank account. $1,559.97. $1,559.97. So we're going to put that in there. Now, obviously, her HRA account is only $1,464, but we're putting the entire amount that she has paid out, and she's going to be getting back that full $1,464 in one shot. Of course, she'll have a little bit left out of her own pocket there, but at least she's getting that entire $1,464 back, which eats up the vast majority of that cost. So, frequency. This is where you choose how you've paid. If you're paying monthly, obviously you're going to put a monthly figure in there. and they're going to choose monthly. If you do quarterly, the same. We chose annually. Mom did pay in full annually, and she's going to get reimbursed annually. The reason we chose annually is very obvious. We get reimbursed much quicker. Rather than getting piecemealed out over the course of the year, she gets that entire $1,464 back much quicker. And I have confirmed this twice now with AON. There was a little bit of discrepancy there. I think some information was sent out that led you folks to believe that if you paid annually, you would only get back a portion per month. But I've confirmed this twice now with AON, and they have told me that if you pay annually and you file a claim for that full amount annually, you will get it back within 10 days of that claim being approved. So you should get, my mother should be getting these back, her full $1,464 back here within, I'd say 10, 12 days of us finishing this process here tonight. So we're choosing annually there. Begin date, that is the begin date of her policy, which is January the 1st, 1/1/2017. And let's see if it'll let me do that. No, it's just month and year. Okay, there we go. 1/2017, and end date would be, we're going to put 1/2018 there. That's the full year. That's when her policy is paid through for the year. Insured name, we're going to put my mother's name right there, Judy G. Well, actually it says, be careful here, it says last name, first name. So we're going to put Thurmond Judy. We're going to continue. Okay, so we're reviewing her expenses right here. Expense 1. They've assigned an expense, it looks like they've assigned an expense number to it. Type of service, premium, insurance provider, Medico Corp Life Insurance Company. The type of premium is Medicare Medical. That's the premium amount. She paid for it annually. The begin date is January of 2017. The end date is January of 2018. Insured person, Thurmond Judy. Total requested amount, $1,559.97. That's obviously more than she has in her HRA, but they should give her the full amount of her HRA in full. So let's go ahead and continue. Okay, now here's where we upload the documents that we've created. Okay, so we're here to the upload document screen to upload receipts or documentation for expenses. Choose a file to upload, and this is why you want to get all of the documents together in one PDF file and not multiple files. I imagine you probably could, well, it says here you may only upload one file at a time, so it'll probably let us upload more files if we need, but put all the documents into one PDF file. If you have all the documents together, simply scan them and save them to one PDF file, and that way you only have to upload one file and not have to worry about uploading multiple files. So we're going to go here and choose the file. I'm going to go here to where my mother's files are. There we go. She's got her own folder. And right here, this is the file we're looking for that I created for her. It's the 1/1/2017 Medico AON Reimbursement Documents. That's what I named her file. So we're going to choose that file right there. If you'll notice, it has been attached. And now we're going to click on the upload button. So the file should show up right there once you've added it. It should show right here, and then you click upload to actually submit that file. And let's see what it does. Okay, and you'll notice here under the files uploaded, it has uploaded that document right there for my mother. It's only 0.405 megabytes in size. If you uploaded the wrong document, you could click here and delete that document. And you've got up to a 10 megabyte limit here as far as the file size. So you can attach many, many different documents there if you needed to. So there it is. She's good to go, and we're going to submit the claim. Let's read this fine print here, what it says. Note, by uploading documents and submitting your premiums for reimbursement, you agree that any premium paid through the account hasn't been reimbursed. You also agree not to seek reimbursement from another plan for any premiums paid by the account. Claims decisions will be made according to plan provisions. This is just basically trying to keep you honest here. So honesty is obviously the best policy. You're just simply certifying, I certify that the information that I'm providing is correct and the premiums for which I'm requesting reimbursement were incurred for coverage received by me or my eligible dependents, or for coverage that began on the indicated premium begin date, haven't been reimbursed from any other source, and won't be submitted for future reimbursement. So we're going to submit that claim right now by clicking this button. Claim created successfully. What happens next? After your receipts and documentation have been received, your claim will be processed within 10 days. So one thing we can do here, if you'd like, ask you what you want to do next. You can print this page for your records if you'd like to do that. I'm not going to do that. You're welcome to do so if you'd like. We can go back to the account summary, check the status of your claim. Uploaded files will be available 1 hour later on this site. So I imagine it probably won't show up till tomorrow morning, but let's go ahead and click on that, check the status of this claim situation. Let's click on this link here and see what it tells us. So this is the under the healthcare tab. You'll notice here, healthcare claims, service date. It's got the service date here. I guess it's this goes by a week-to-week basis here. And here's the claim transaction number that we have filed here. So the status is that it's in process. Your transaction is being reviewed, and a final decision will be made in a few days. So let's give them a few days to do that. And I'm just going to follow up here on this page from time to time, and see what has changed here for this process. But you can do so as well. If you ever need to get back to this area here, I'm just going to close out of this area. You'll be back here to your, always click on your My Account tab here up at the top right, and you've got your different options here. And just go back to the HRA, and you can see what's available to you. Again, click on the Manage My Adventist Retirement Account. And then we're going to check on that claim. If you wanted to check on that claim, here's our recent activity. The Medical Life Insurance Company claim that we just filed is in process. Receipts received. They've gotten everything that they need. Again, we can click on the Healthcare tab and see what that gives us. Still has the balance in there. No activity at this time. And let's see here. View Healthcare Claims. We can click on that right there under that drop down, and it's going to bring us right back here and to check on that claim. So again, if you get out of this area and you can't find your way back, just again go up here to the My Account tab, click there, go to the HRA tab here in the far left, click there, click on the green bar at the bottom here, Manage My Adventist Retirement Account, and this should bring you back here to the window where you file your claims and check on the claim statuses. So while I was editing this video, I clicked back in to check on my mother's claim and see if the status has changed, and lo and behold, it had changed. And I just want to add on this little addendum to the video here in order for you to avoid this pitfall. If you'll notice here, when I log back in under the recent activity, there's a red exclamation, stop, yield, what have you sign here that says receipts due by 3/6 of 2017. When I click on that, this pops up, send receipts or other documentation. So it appears that what I sent in did not suffice. I'm guessing it was the screenshot of the bank statement, and they're also asking here for another document here that was not submitted. So on the screen here, choose how to send your receipts or documentation. It says we're here on the claims requiring documentation page. So you're required to send us receipts or other documentation. I'm going to click on this link here and see what it says. And right here, healthcare required receipts and documentation. What you need to send us. To get reimbursed for your claims as quickly as possible, you need to send your itemized receipts or other documentation. Your plan requires that you provide receipts or other documentation to prove that expenses are eligible under the plan. That is what I sent in. Apparently that did not suffice. I'm guessing again it was the screenshot of her bank statement. So I may have to have Regions send me a bank statement that's current. up through January 4th when the draft came out. And I'm also going to reach out to Medico and ask for a statement of premiums paid or a paid receipt from Medico. And those two items should suffice just fine. Under here, what your itemized premium receipt should include for medical premiums. For premium reimbursement, you must submit a copy of a statement from your insurance carrier or other documentation showing the premium amounts paid and the start and end dates. You must also submit documentation showing proof of payment, such as a copy of front of check, bank statement, or paid receipt. So just to make it as smooth as possible, folks, so you don't have to go back and forth with AON, reach out to your bank, get the most current bank statement, or simply go into your bank or call your bank, have them send you the most current bank statement, which reflects the premium you paid. If you already have that in your possession, then great. For some of you that didn't have your draft come out of your account until the first here of January, you may have to wait for those premiums to show up on your bank statement. But either go into your bank or ask your bank to send you the latest statement that reflects that premium paid. So just tell them, you say, I've got to file a claim with my health insurance provider in order to get reimbursed. And they'll send you a statement reflecting that premium paid. And then also reach out to your Medigap provider, whether that's Cigna, Thrivent, Mutual of Omaha, American National, Medico, Guarantee Trust Life, whomever you dealt with, Manhattan combined, whichever one that you chose. Reach out to them and ask them for a statement of premium paid that reflects these items that they're asking for, showing the premium amounts paid and the start and end dates. I think that's the most important thing. So a statement of premiums paid from your Medigap provider and a bank statement showing that you've actually paid them. Those two pieces of paper should be exactly what they're asking for. Again, if you're in doubt or you're getting the runaround from AON, call them directly and say, which hoop do you want me to jump through here? But if you get them those two documents, those should be all that you need going forward. So I'm glad I checked on this before I sent the video out to you, because it appears that they're asking for very specific things. But if you're in doubt, simply call AON at their 1-800 number and say, what exactly do you need for me to get reimbursed? And if there's a specific thing that they need, just get that to them, and you should be you should get reimbursed fairly quickly. So again, I'm the guinea pig in this process here with Mom, but we're going to get it straightened out, and we're going to get her funds back in very quickly. So it is good that they've actually worked on it since within the couple of hours here that I've been shooting this video. They have actually worked on it and are showing a difference here in the status. So it appears that somebody has actually looked at this claim. When I go here to view the healthcare claims, let's take a look here. Yeah, this is turned to red. So the status has changed from process to receipts due by 3/6/2017. So that's clearly indicating that they need a receipt or a receipt paid either from Medico, I'm guessing from Medico, and then a bank statement, an actual bank statement, rather than the screenshot that I provided. So anyway, I'm the guinea pig here, and glad I found this out to help you avoid the pitfall. Make sure you get them what they need, and your process should go through very quickly. So that's pretty much it, folks. I'm glad I was able to go ahead and catch some of the pitfalls and hiccups that may come across your path in this claim reimbursement process. Again, you've always got AON to call. You can call them at the 800 number and ask specifically what they need, and have them guide you through the entire process as well. But by watching this video and avoiding some of the mistakes that I made on this trial run here, you should have a much quicker and smoother process when filing your claim with AON. So What I'm finding here is the vast majority of the retirees that I worked with, in fact, I'd be willing to say nearly 100% of the retirees that I worked with are going to be saving money in this transition. And I'm going to do a quick Sharp AON transition worksheet here for you to show you how you'll be saving money here on an ongoing basis. At first glance, you may think that you're actually going to be spending more money, but once we do the numbers here, I'll show you. And I'm going to use my mother as a prime example here. So this is a Sharp AON transition worksheet. I'm including this with your the email that I just sent you and this video, so you can print this off if you'd like, or just pull it up on your computer. All of these blue areas here are clickable and editable, so you can put in your information here. So we're just going to do this transition worksheet here for my mother, and you can follow along with your worksheet as well at your own leisure, or just plug in these numbers if you have them handy. So my mother had a Medico Plan F, and it cost her $1559.97 per year. Whoops. Medigap deductible. She had the Plan F, and the Plan F covers the Part B deductible, so we will not be entering anything in there. If you have a Plan N, a Plan G, or one of the high deductible Plan Fs, you will be putting in, for the Plan N and G, you'll be putting in $183 there. And for the high deductible Plan F, you'll be putting in $2,188 there. In fact, I think that maybe have gone up a little bit in 2017. I'll have to double check those numbers. But for most of you, a Plan N and a Plan G would apply here. And you'll put in that $183 deductible, which is the Part B deductible for 2017. Plan F covers that Part B deductible, so we're going to leave that blank for Mom since she had the Plan F. Prescription drug plan. This is the total cost of the plan premium and the cost of your medications together. You want to put your total estimated annual out-of-pocket cost for your prescription plan, which includes the premium, any deductible, and the cost of your medications. For my mother, that's $340 a year. Dental, vision, and hearing, she's keeping that from Sharp. It's costing her $32 per month out of her monthly retirement check. 32 times 12 is $384 per year. The total estimated annual insurance cost for the year for my mother, let's go ahead and add this up for her. 155,997 plus 340 plus 384 gives her a total of $2283.97. $2283.97. And again, that is the total estimated annual insurance cost, head-to-toe coverage. That is actually fairly close to what she was paying with Sharp on an annual basis anyway. Maybe a little bit more than what she was paying with Sharp, but we haven't gotten to the fun part yet, and that is the subtraction of the annual North American Division contribution to AON, to your AON health reimbursement account. So of that $2283, we're going to subtract $1464. That's how much my mother is getting back each year, $1464. When we do that, we are looking at $819 per year and 97 cents. $819 per year. That is a pretty amazing when you take into consideration that amount. She's getting head-to-toe coverage, hospital, medical, dental, vision, hearing, prescription, and the cost of her medications for $819.97 per year, and that's after that $1464 contribution. Let's divide that by 12, so it's a number she can chew on very easily. $68.33 per month, $68.33 per month for the cost of her head-to-toe coverage. That is an amazing deal for head-to-toe coverage. Again, covering everything from hospital, medical, dental, vision, hearing, prescription, and medication cost. The most she's going to be paying out of her pocket is approximately $68.33 per month for all of that coverage. But it gets even better than that, folks. Remember, you are no longer going to be paying for your Sharp medical and prescription coverage. For the vast majority of you, you've been paying $150 per month for the whole kit and caboodle. You're going to continue to pay for your dental, vision, and hearing coverage, which will cost you anywhere from $25 per month going up, depending on how many years of service you have. But you're going to be getting that balance back from in your paycheck, your monthly retirement check each month. So for my mother, she's getting back an additional $118 per month. So we're going to subtract $118 from this total as well, meaning that she will be at nearly a $50 surplus per month for the exact same coverage that she had with Sharp. What she was paying approximately $300 to $300 plus per month for on an ongoing basis when you take into account, well, I guess not 300, probably closer to 200. She was paying $150 for the dental, vision, hearing, medical, and prescription to Sharp, plus the cost of her medication. So she was really close to the $200 per mark per month for her overall health care. Conversely, starting January 1st, she is going to be getting paid close to $50 per month, comparably speaking to what she was paying. So she's actually going to be making $50 a month for the exact same level of coverage, if you're following my logic here. So that's an amazing deal. Let's hope the North American division continues to take care of you folks and give you those annual contributions each year that offset these medical costs. And I'm finding that a lot of you are actually going to be at a surplus on a monthly and yearly basis when you take into account the North American division contribution and the extra that you're going to be getting back in your monthly paycheck, your retirement check each month. So it's a great deal. I know change is scary, and some of these extra moving parts are tough to deal with, but monetarily, as I said in my first video, this is a very, very good thing for you folks. So that pretty much wraps it up. As far as the video is concerned, I'm sorry it was so long, but I needed to go through every little detail here with you folks to make sure that you get a smooth and very timely reimbursement of your premiums that you've paid out. Of course, I'm at your service. Don't hesitate to call, text, or email. I'm happy to help out any way that I can, so reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. Please continue to tell your fellow colleagues, friends. I can help pretty much anybody that has a Medicare card one way or another. If I can't save the money, I can at least advise them on their options. So if you've got friends and colleagues, family members that are on Medicare or aging into Medicare, if they're about to retire, please send them my way. I am now licensed in Tennessee and 29 other states, so happy to help out anybody that I can that reaches out. The number 1-800-431-5431. Again, that's 1-800-431-5431. Feel free to pass that along. And for those retirees that did go through AON for all of their needs, it's still not too late for them. If somebody is unhealthy, they have a 63-day window there from January 1st in which they could go outside of AON for a Medigap plan, and I can almost guarantee them that I'll be able to save them money. So if they're willing to take the leap like you folks have, they can once again go outside of AON up to 63 days from January 1st, even if they're unhealthy, and I can put them on a Plan F, no questions asked. If they're healthy, they can leave AON at any time. They can switch from the Medigap plan that they got from AON to a more competitively priced plan outside of AON at any time of the year if they're healthy, and that's because they'll be able to pass underwriting guidelines and health questions. And there would never be a lapse in coverage. We wouldn't cancel the policy that they have until they're approved by the new plan and policy. So there would never be a lapse of coverage there. So please spread that word. I'm happy to help anybody else out that I can. I'll continue to help you retirees and future retirees that come in. And those that are already in AON, if they're willing to take that step outside of AON, I can save them money. So thank you again so much for your time. Reach out if you need me. I am here to help. Have a great day, folks. Bye-bye. you.